Well, former Secretary of State and American diplomat Henry Kissinger has died at the age of 100. The Nobel Peace Prize winner negotiated America's exit from the Vietnam War and masterminded the policy that thawed the Cold War with the Soviet Union. Here's a look back at his life and legacy.
Henry Kissinger was a globally famous power broker and advisor known by many for his gravelly voice and observations dispensed with a thick German accent.
I don't believe that you can conduct serious foreign policy today without moral concern for the people.
Kissinger was the first foreign-born Secretary of State, rising to serve in that role for both Presidents Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford. Born Heinz Alfred Kissinger in Germany in 1923, Kissinger's Jewish family escaped the Nazis and emigrated to America. The teenaged Kissinger spoke almost no English when he arrived, yet he assimilated enough to serve in the U.S. Army during World War II. Afterwards, Kissinger distinguished himself at Harvard, earning a doctorate and serving on the faculty. An advisor to Republican politicians, Kissinger was eventually named Nixon's Secretary of State in 1973. There, an open relationship with Mao's long-closed China was regarded as a crowning achievement, as was the Nobel Peace Prize he shared in 1973 with North Vietnam's Le Duc Tho for negotiating peace there, even though South Vietnam collapsed 2 years later. As Nixon's presidency deteriorated during the Watergate cover-up, Kissinger himself avoided any involvement with the scandal. And after Nixon resigned in 1974, President Ford thought so highly of Kissinger, he was kept on as Secretary of State. Kissinger left government in 1977, but his profile barely diminished. In the ensuing decades, he was consulted by presidents and members of Congress while being granted audiences by modern leaders around the world. Even President George W. Bush regularly consulted Kissinger during the most difficult days of the Iraq War. Until the end, Henry Kissinger was in the spotlight, a man who mattered.